What's going on, everybody? It is your main man, Big Ivan, talking to town, Mr. DETVCH.com. And I am just here today. It's almost the end of the week. It's Thursday. And first of all, let me bring in my co-host, my man, the man of the hour, the legend himself. Wait a minute, let me bring him in real quick. The legend. Don't start laughing on me, man. The legend himself. Former played across the water, right? Ambassador of basketball for the 76ers and the Delaware Bluecoats, and formerly player, coach, can I say coach? Player from formerly known as the
toured with the world famous Harlem Globetrotters.
There you go. There you go. Joe Richmond.
I see you searching for that word.
I was searching, bro.
I see you.
I was searching.
About to get you a dictionary.
Yeah.
You had to Google it.
Oh my God, what's going on for the day, Joe? What's happening,
on, man? Good to always stop in and holler at you, man. You know, I'm a dress down. I was just in relaxed mode today.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know, I love coming over and chopping it up with you.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, man. and on the chop up today, we are here. And we were just conversating. We were just, Leo said, what's up, Joe?
What's up, Lee? I got something special for you, Leo.
Oh, shoot, don't tell him that. He on his way.
I ain't going to tell him. I ain't got it with me, but I got something special for Leo. He going to lose his mind.
Leo on his way. Leo, what the audio sound like, bro? So what's going on today, man? What you do today?
Nothing, man. I just was hanging out today, do a little wrapping up, getting this transition going on with the Bluecoats.
Okay.
Just got to make it happen, excited about what's going on with my Sixers.
Okay.
The process is over. The moment is now. We here, baby. No more talking about it.
All right, let's talk about the Bluecoats first. Yep. What's the transition? What's happening?
Man, this thing has been like, it says the hashtag is, join the revolution. Mm-hmm. So, with that exit, everybody has to have an exit plan. And our exit and our transition over from the Delaware 87ers to the Bluecoats, it's been amazing, man. And Ivan, from doing a lot of different things in business, you don't really realize how much goes into that transition. Right. And just making sure that we have, because you got to get everything else down, everything up Bluecoats, and just really start putting the things together so the public will know why we made the name change, why we're doing the things that we're doing. And it's a never ending process. Right. When you transition at the end of the season, then you got the draft coming up right now this weekend. You got Portsmouth Invitational down in Virginia.
That's right there going to be live.
Last year I was at the PIT. This year I did not make it. Uh-huh. Shout out to my man BJ Johnson from the South that's down there. OG Bobby Johnson, South Philly. What's up, baby? Ooh. His son is down there doing his thing. Okay. And I think he's going to get a look. And it's just getting in that mode and getting ready for to introduce this public, this beautiful city of Wilmington, the beautiful state of Delaware. To the Bluecoats are coming, man.
The Bluecoats are coming. The Bluecoats are coming, man. The Bluecoats are
excited, man. I really am.
Now, let's go back in history real quick. It used to be called the Delaware Blue Bombers.
No, it was the Delaware 87ers.
The Delaware 87ers.
Right.
Why I keep getting the Delaware Blue Bombers?
There was another minor league team in the old EBA and ABA league. Yeah.
All right. So now 87ers to the Delaware Bluecoats, right? And you also got this. I want to say Coliseum being built. This arena.
It's going to be like the Coliseum, man. This thing is going to have anything and everything that you need. It's going to be so favorable to the fans.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's the main thing when they came up with the different designs and all these different things is how do we make it where it really is. I know you hear this cliche, but it's really not going to be a bad seat in the building.
Right.
And, but you want to go ahead and get those seats now.
Right.
You better go down. You know what I mean?
Get them now.
You better, I think it's 76ers /Bluecoats.com. You better go in there and you can secure your season ticket for like $50.
Are you serious?
You can secure the whole season, so you can go lock down and get your season tickets in and put a down payment of $50 and lock that thing in right now.
What site can they go to do all that?
Don't put me on the spot.
Okay, we'll get that. Don't worry about
76ers /Bluecoats.com.
Okay.
That's where you got to go.
All right.
And tell them, the ambassador of basketball, Joe Richmond, sent you out there, and just go over there and have some fun and get your seats. Don't get caught up in thinking it's not going to be a lot of walk-up seats,
right?
Because these season tickets are going quick, man. They are going fast. It's going to be exciting down the riverfront.
What's going to happen? What do you think? Like when that stadium gets built, right? Mm-hmm. What type of attention is it going to bring to the city of Wilmington?
I think, well, ain't no thinking about it. It's going to be all positive attention. You know, if you want somewhere to go with your family, you're talking about fun family outing. You're going to have everything down there. Great food, great vendors.
Right.
The kids zone, a lot of fun for the kids.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to have great basketball.
Right.
And that's what everybody's, hey, I want to talk about this Ingram kid because, you know, he's starting the G League.
Okay.
But anyway, but you're going to see some great things about players like him, and there's more stories just like that in the G League.
Okay, so let's perfect segue. Let's talk about this Ingram kid, man.
Yo, this is amazing.
Over 300 games in the G League, 10 years in the G League.
Come on, 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
And in our conversations earlier, what you were saying was people, they drop out like the first year.
Right. Oh, the NBA ain't called me. It ain't working for me. Oh, I'm not going. Yo, man, 10 years this guy grinded.
How hard is you played overseas?
Yes.
Right.
And it was no social media. It was none of that.
Right. How hard is it to try to get that look? You know what I mean?
It's very hard. Like anything else, it's all about timing. It's all about the right systems, because a lot of things, it ain't like they just called him up, you know, because he was in the exit to get his little spiel about getting ready for the off season.
Right.
And but a lot of things had to happen. A lot of players got hurt. Something had happened. Yada yada yada. Say, listen. You know, and a lot of things help. You know, people forget Luke Walton, he coached the defenders.
Right.
So he was already in the G League, so he had familiarity with this kid.
Right.
You know, not kid, he's a grown man.
Right.
But, you know, so here you are rewarding somebody, and it wasn't about him being the best player at the best time. It was just that Luke Walton said, you know what, I know his work ethic, I know his attitude.
Right.
I know he's going to come, and he's going to put it in, and I think that's what life is all about, rewarding someone for putting in a hard work.
And we're talking about, Joe, again, a 32-year-old rookie.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Let us say that.
Yes.
A 32-year-old rookie.
Right.
That's being, after 300 games, I alone applaud him for his tenacity and his just is able to just stay in there for the longevity of the thing, not knowing what's going to happen, thinking it was just another exit interview. You know what I mean?
One of the best three-point shooters in the G League nobody ever heard of, Andre Ingram. And you talking about Lonzo Ball, a rookie. You're talking about Kyle Kuzma, a rookie. And here this kid comes in, man, and he actually leads the team in scoring at 32 years old, man. Come on. And if you looked at the game and you could look at some of the highlights, you've seen the Chris Pauls and those guys coming up showing respect, man.
Right.
Because as ball players, as athletes, you respect that.
Right.
You respect that, and that's all it is, man.
And this right here, this is footage and from the game last night. From the game last night, Lakers game, the last game of the season. He comes in and ball movement, boom. That three looks so crazy.
Yo.
But it's effective.
Like my coach said, I don't care how crazy it look, when it go in, it look good to everybody.
Right. And what, he finished with 19 last night?
Yo, led the team in scoring.
Rookie.
Yo, he a rookie. I don't care what Dennis Mitchell say, he a rookie. Like Ben Simmons, he a rookie.
Yeah, I think he had one assist, whatever. He made the first top three, first three
they get
shots.
Like 4 for 5 from the 3-point line or something, man. Come on, man. And the thing is, you look how everybody loved that for him. Everybody was happy for him.
Yeah.
He brought his wife and his kids up from Virginia to see that, because they were a part of that journey.
Yeah.
For
14 years.
Right,
for 10
to see
years.
that. Yo, look at that Lakers emblem on the floor, man. I could only imagine. Look at this, man. Look at Chris Paul and them guys, man. Look, I can only imagine this happening for somebody that I knew, man. This would be unreal, man.
What do you think the energy was like in the room last night?
I can only, for him to perform at the level that he did, I know his adrenaline level was through the roof. I'm surprised he had a heart attack. You know what I mean? He probably was sweating like crazy just up and down the court without really doing nothing, just from the energy and excitement of being out there. Right. So, man, this is a feel-good story,
look
man.
at this.
And this is what the G League is all about. And you got to take your hats off to the Lakers, man. That's first class. To bring this kid in, thinking he was getting an exit interview to go on his way and go be with his family. And I know he probably made a couple grand for them little last 2 games.
He got to now.
Snacks. He made a couple snacks, boy.
Do you think there's starting potential here for him?
I think it's an opportunity for him to go forward. You know what I mean? Because he was a mentor at the G League level,
right,
helping guys out, doing a lot of things. He had that maturity about him, you know. So he was there to stir. No different than Emeka Okafor had for us with the Bluecoats.
Right,
before
right.
he went up to the Pelicans.
Yeah.
He was that calming voice, giving the guys a little understanding, and that was just the smartness of Elton Brand saying, "Hey, we need this maturity in the locker room.
Yeah.
We need this veteran in the locker room." And it was no ego with him as you look at this kid
Yeah.
Ingram. No ego.
No.
He was just happy to be out there, and it was amazing, man.
Even
It
when
was
you look at
amazing.
the video when on the exit interview, he handled it like just it was mature.
Yes.
It was good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
And does good sportsmanship stop in the locker room, or does it start with that person?
I think it just, you know, when you come in, you know, you got the trainer, whoever that's bringing you in,
Right.
showing you your locker, showing you your jersey, that's when the camaraderie starts for you. That's when, like you said, the sportsmanship, that's when you know guys are going to accept you, because as you come in, guys are going to show you that love. Hey,
Right.
man, welcome. Yo, glad you here, y'all. And that kind of makes you feel a less pressure,
Right.
because now you're feeling like, yo, these guys are accepting me, and they know the work that I put in. You could just see the guys on
Right.
the bench,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It wasn't a person sitting down when this guy touched the ball and
Yeah.
did something.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, when you look at that, that just shows the true essence of why we play sports, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, perfect Cinderella story.
Man, Cinderella, man, is that, like, that's what you want, man. You know, even though the Lakers are having a tough season, you know what I mean? The Rockets won the game, the best team in the league right now. But for him to come out there and do that was still unreal. I take my hat off to him. Right. I have nothing negative. Anybody that says anything negative got to be a moron, because it wasn't really about basketball, this or the analytics of it or anything.
Right.
It was about, here's a guy that paid his dues, put the time in, and he got rewarded. And that's what anybody wants in his life.
Yo, put the time in and got rewarded.
Yes.
And we're talking about 10 years again. Yes. 10 years and the G League, right? And that's the Gatorade League, correct?
Yes.
And 10 years is a long time.
In anything. In anything. If you're 10 years on your job and you've been waiting for that promotion and it come.
Wait for that watch.
Man, I'm talking anything.
Right.
You've been in a 10-year relationship and then all of a sudden, we're going to go ahead and get married. You've been in 10 years living in an apartment and all of a sudden you get a house.
Right.
10 years is a long time to do something and then get rewarded.
But like I'm just fixated because he's doing what he loves. He came out. He just showed his butt.
Yes, and everybody wanted him. Look at his wife.
Everyone wanted him to win.
Everybody wanted him. Right, everybody wanted him to succeed.
Yeah,
and anything that he did, and that's all you can ask for. And like I said, once again, you know, I'm Philadelphia 76ers true and blue.
Right.
But that's not about who your team is. That's a good. That's a human story right there. That's been.
Look, you got a steal right there. The only thing was, in the assist, he missed one layup.
Yeah, but that's all right.
That was all right. But
then you go, Ivory, over here critiquing.
I'm not critiquing. I'm not critiquing. And I say that because I'm not critiquing. The dude definitely got game. You know, he definitely got game. And I look forward to it. Is it right here? It was a hard layup. It was a hard layup. Yeah. The dude definitely got game, and I give him all props and all respect with that. So, all right, we got Andre at the way. March Madness, you Villanova? Did you have Villanova?
Yeah, I had Villanova winning it, but my bracket was done when when Arizona
I was great
and Virginia lost. I was done.
Was it really?
Yeah, and then you know, I'm always a Syracuse. I always loved Syracuse. I just was a Syracuse guy from day one.
Right.
And then Syracuse took an L, so my bracket was all done.
Right.
But anything that was Philadelphia, I wanted to win. I'm just a Philadelphia guy, true and blue.
Right.
So Villanova win is like winning for the city, and just made it look easy. But it just, you know, I just love it. I love March Madness.
Right.
It's nothing that you can tell me about, you know, anything. So that's when basketball is at its purest. Listen, you won and done. Ain't no more pressure.
You won and done. It's over. Game.
That's
game.
It. That's it, man. You won and done. You know, I'm a component that the NBA should go back to the best of three instead of all that.
I'm with you.
I love it. People don't remember it used to be a best of three.
Yeah,
best I remember. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, best 2 out of 3.
Best 3 out of 5.
Yeah,
and then the conference in the championship was 4 out of 7.
I would love to see that.
We'll need to be dragging those games
right,
out there. Best 2 out of 3. Let's go home.
No, those games drawn out, man. It loses the intensity. Yeah. It's like you know you either gonna come.
Yeah, you got.
Or you going.
Yo, JetBlue, baby. Yo, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I know it's about money and all these things, but if you went back to the true essence of a game, I loved it when there's 2 out of 3, and we just like, that Toronto playing the Wizards, that first seed, that 8, let's get out of here and then go on to the next one and the next one. But at the end of the day, I don't care what it turns out, as long as my Sixers end up on top, and I'm excited about what they're doing right now.
Okay, all right, Joe. It's heavy on the internet now, right? The LeBron versus Jordan.
What about it?
What you got? Who you think?
What internet you watching? you just watching the internet to watch
just watching the internet to watch internet.
But you know what? In all trueness, I'm a Jordan fanatic. I'm a Jordan lover. But LeBron is just a phenomenon, man. And you can't go wrong if you went with either one. That's just me.
That's
you go
that's
1-2.
strong.
If you go 1-2, you can't go wrong.
Right.
What this guy's doing in his 15th season, 82 games in his 15th season.
Right.
You got guys taking games off. He played all 82 games.
Played all 82.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then one thing too, Ivan, you got to remember, man. LeBron was LeBron at what, like 14 years old? He's been nitpicked, poked at, dissected any way you can look at it.
Yeah.
And for this guy to still maintain who he is and how he is and the way he plays the game and how he keeps his body, it's amazing, man. So I always say that when those guys were at that, like Jordan was not that Jordan at 14. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was Michael Jordan when he hit that shot in the corner for North Carolina.
Yes, yeah,
for
that
the
was
national
Michael Jordan.
championship.
That was right. Right.
And then the rest was all, everything exploded from there. Some people might beg to differ, but I ain't got time for it. You can say what you want to say. That's just me.
Right.
But LeBron was dissected at 14. He was dubbed that things at 14. And for him to carry it since then, it's nothing that you could do but pick at him.
Right.
And for him to just maintain, it's unreal, man.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
You know, and I love what James Harden is doing, but for me right now, LeBron would be my MVP as well. I just think he's done so much more with that team, the things. But, some people say, well, he made that mess. He picked his own players. He did this. He wanted to be the player and the general manager.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, hey, it is what it is. He's still showing up every night, and he's doing it on both ends of the floor. And he's averaging, almost 28 points, almost 10 assists. And he's almost having a triple-double. I know Russell Westbrook did it,
right,
but LeBron is right behind him with 9-point-something assists and 9-point-something rebounds.
Right.
So he's right there, almost at a triple-double. And, you can't take it away from him. But when it comes to LeBron and Jordan, Jordan was just a killer.
Yeah.
That's something, I just don't see that killer in LeBron at times.
You don't see it?
I see it. I see like a takeover type situation.
Right.
I don't see that. Like Jordan just kept coming at you.
Was there a difference in competition versus like who LeBron is facing now versus who Jordan was facing?
Like some people want to say a lot of these guys were on a decline or coming down off of this and this and that.
Okay.
But man, I just think so too that the league was so physical, man. So dag on physical that, not saying LeBron couldn't sustain that physicality, not saying that at all.
Okay.
I'm just saying who he's going up every day, the way the league is as a whole.
Yeah.
There's more three-pointers. We had so many bad centers at that time. When I mean bad centers, I mean guys that want to take your daggone head off when you came inside the paint. And Michael went up against that night in and night out. And that's not something, that's not something that the LeBrons of the world or the Kevin Durant's of the world or the Stephs of the world got to deal with.
We're talking about the Boston Celtics, early Boston Celtics. Then you go to the lane, and you coming out with bloodshed. It's bloodshed.
Danny Ainge was as dirty as they come.
Yeah.
Dennis Johnson was a beast. Wasn't a dirty player, but a gritty head up player.
Right.
You know what I mean? And and then you still had the Chief.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then Bird was Bird. You know what I mean? So
from the field.
I'm not hating on Steph either, but man, oh man, him and Bird, I would love to see us a good shootout right there. Because Larry Bird could shoot that thing. And that early Boston team was crazy, man. They had everything at every position and a crazy coach, great coach in Casey Jones at that time as well.
And then you got the Pistons. You had the Pistons that you had to worry about. Man. So it was the hardest. It was the hardest teams to fight.
Isaiah Angel Dumas, Dennis Rodman, John Sally, Bill Lambert with his crazy behind, and then you had my man James Edwards coming off the bench, and you had Sally and these guys, and oh my God, Vinny the microwave. they had some players, man.
Yeah.
And Jordan, he said those guys made him tougher. The Knicks was no joke.
Right.
With what's the coach? The Van Gundy, Jeff
Yeah.
Van Gundy.
Yeah.
That squad, even the Pat Riley squad was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't Anthony Mason and those guys. Come on, are you kidding me?
It was
John Starks was they just had some great some teams back then, and Jordan just he just came he was the best of the best, man. He was the best of the best of them.
I'm sitting here looking at these LeBron highlights, man. And, look.
Oh yeah, defensively and you know.
Who was the best defensive player, Jordan or LeBron?
I think I'll definitely 100% take Jordan. I mean, LeBron to me doesn't guard the best player on the other team. He don't lock down. Where Jordan, he took on that challenge and he went after the best player on the other team.
Okay.
He's coming to play you man on man and locking it down. So I would still say Jordan defensively. And Jordan he just was, you name it, he can do it, man. You name it, he can do it.
They got with defensive stats, steals 2.3 per game, blocks 0.8,
rebound. You know, defense. Come on, man. He just had it, man. But I just say he had this killer instinct, though, Ivan. It was something about him, man.
Right.
I was blessed to meet him once.
What was that like?
And, unreal, man. Unreal. My man Marvin Washington played for the New York Jets, won the Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos. He was and my man Mark Gunn played for the Jets. So we real good friends, and they like, yo, man, come on up to the game. And it was It was the game where they Charles Smith, who played for the Knicks at the time, and that's when Chicago blocked his shot like 6 times. And I'll never forget that, man. And he went up for a layup, they blocked it. He went up for they blocked that, then they blocked it. It looked like they blocked it like 5-6 times.
Volleyball,
yeah,
everybody.
right. So, and after the game, I got to meet Michael Jordan, man, and it was unreal. It was unreal. Just to shake his hand was unreal, man. Unreal.
Now you've been around for a while. Not you've been around for a while, from overseas to college, to playing and being around a lot of other ball players. What was your best two-man team?
Two-man team?
Best two-man team.
In basketball?
In basketball.
Like, you know about...
I'm talking about the mailman, and I'm talking about...
oh, man. Oh, my God. You got Stockton to Malone. They never won a championship.
They never won a championship.
But they were that team. They were that duo, man. They were that duo.
Okay, give me a top 3. You got Stockton and Malone.
I like that. That's a good one. I like Cheeks with Doc.
Okay.
I like that you can't take. I'm a Sixers guy, so don't hit me.
Okay.
You got Magic.
No. I'm with you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. With the Sixers, you got.
I'm going with Cheeks and Doc.
I got Magic and Kareem.
Oh, without a doubt.
You know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
Magic and Kareem. You talking 2, so you got Bird and McHale. They were.
There was a lot of two-man teams back in the day,
you
man.
look at 2 like that can go. You know what I mean? When it was a lot, but it just but that Jordan Pippen.
Yeah.
Good Lord, man.
What the guy said, it was like having
Jordan
God
Pippen.
and Jesus on the same team.
That Jordan Pippen, that, and you couldn't take away from that Isaiah and Joe Dumars. Oh my Lord, they were just a tandem, man. They were a tandem, and you had some guys back then that was just unreal.
Yeah. We can't forget my top 3 would have to be. I'm going to go with Cheeks and Doc. I'm going to go with Sean Kemp. I'm going to go Mailman and Stockton, and I'm going to go with Peyton and Sean Kemp.
Oh, when they was, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
I'm going to go with them.
Even though Seattle never, but them 2 together, man, they were very underrated, and dropped off after a while, but when he was in his heyday,
yeah,
it was nobody better above the rim. It was nobody better.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up the Scotty and and Jordan highlight.
Man, oh man.
You're right. It was crazy. I think, and Richmond was my defensive player, damn near my defensive player of the year. Every game, Peyton. Peyton was just a monster.
Yeah, he was. He really was. He took on every challenge. He came at every game, and he played the best player, the best guard, the best 2 guard. He took on that challenge, and he definitely went at Jordan on many occasions. And so I definitely got a lot of respect for GP.
So what you expect this year for the NBA? What you looking for
Right now, let me tell you something. I, in the very beginning, I kept saying that the Sixers could go at least 6 in the East. You know, I looked at the way things were going. I said, okay, the Sixers can at least get 6 in the East. We get 6 in the East, I'm happy with all the stuff that was going on. Markel down, yada, 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 and B playing limited minutes here and there.
Right.
I'm like, man, could you believe the Sixers got the 5th best record in the league? In the league.
Yeah.
Forget the East. In the
league. In the league.
In the league.
Yeah.
So I'm excited what they've done down there, man. I really am. I think Boston's going to have some trouble without Kyrie. And they're not just without Kyrie, they still don't have Gordon Hayward as well.
The young boys was talking about that. No Hayward, no Kyrie. Boston will have a huge problem.
Yeah, and I don't even know if Smart is back. I think if he is, he's still hurt. And so, you know, the one team I didn't want us to see in the first round was the Wizards. I always thought they were.
Why?
Wizards are a funny team, man. You don't know which one's going to show up. The ones that show up now, we blow them out the building. But the ones that showed up before John Wall got hurt, that was a scary team.
That was a scary team. Right.
Yes, it was. And Bill is coming to his own and doing some things. But all of a sudden, you know, it's something going on with that team.
Right.
I love Kyle Lowry, Philly boy, Philly stand up.
Yeah.
I love Kyle Lowry. That's that tenacious dog defense. But something about the Raptors, I just don't trust.
What do you mean?
I just don't think hopefully they got another different squad over there.
Right.
And I hope that they at least come out the first round.
Right.
But really, I could care less about any of them because I want my Sixers to do it.
You want your Sixers
you know
to
what
do
I mean?
it, right.
And I know LeBron is going to be LeBron, but that's going to be a nice tough matchup with Indiana. You know what I mean? Like, if everybody is not on the same page in Cleveland, everybody don't come 100.
Yeah.
You know, you always talk about the Lance Stevens and the fact that him and LeBron, I mean, but that's always just good for TV and good for conversation on the internet.
Right.
But, you know, LeBron is, you know, but in a series like that, I like Lance getting in his head, being dirty, because Lance is willing to do what it takes to negate him, because he knows if you should shut down or slow down LeBron, you got at least a chance. You can't shut him down, but you can slow him down.
You can slow him down.
Right.
What they used to say with Jordan, your only hope is to contain him.
Yeah, you can't stop him.
Just contain him.
Right, let's keep him in a certain area. If we can keep him over here, we good.
Right.
You know what I mean? And over in the West, I just think at the end of the day, when you get to the playoffs and the team can pick you, look at you, you know, film after film. I like Houston, but I just think you can't win on 3-pointers. I just don't think you can win a matchup with 3-pointers.
No.
And all I see is a 3-point shooting team.
That's it.
And you know, so if Paul go cold and if James Harden go AWOL like he did last year in the playoffs, and nobody know. They said he went out to the club and all that stuff. I don't know, but he have any type of off game.
Right,
it's good night.
Yeah,
and they don't got no cakewalk against the Timberwolves.
No, the Timberwolves look
Them
real.
young boys,
They mean.
No, that was March Madness game last night against the Denver Nuggets. That was a March Madness game last night against the Denver Nuggets. Win or go home.
Win or go home.
And they proved it because it went into overtime and it needed to, and I'm glad it did. But I wanted the Timberwolves. I like Denver, man. Denver always was a hard out in the West. But I like what the Timberwolves are doing. They got a lot of young talent over there, so it all depends who show up.
Yeah.
But you know, you can say what you want, but the Warriors are still the team.
Yeah.
They're the defending champs.
They strong.
In the playoffs, they done got a lot of rest. They disguise it as injuries.
What you say? Oh,
they disguise it as injuries, but they done got a lot of rest over there.
Yeah.
And I believe, you know, if Steph come back in any way, shape, or form, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? But I liked it. I don't know what's going on with the Spurs. You know, Pop always keeping together.
I don't think no one knows what's going on with the Spurs.
But with all that turmoil, with all of that, no Kawhi Leonard, these guys finished fourth?
Yep.
They finished fourth.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you got to give Portland credit with Damian Lillard, McCollum, what those guys have done. You know, I'm just amazed at the Spurs though. They have done some things. So it's gonna be very, very, very interesting over there. And Utah ain't no cakewalk either. Gobert, they got the defensive player of the year, in my opinion, and you can call Dennis Mitchell what you want. If him and Ben Simmons go co-rookies of the year, I'm not going to be mad.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just hoping that Ben get it out right, because I'm a Sixers guy, and I think his numbers and his body of work proves it.
Right.
But so does Dennis Mitchell, so I'm not going to discount the young boy for doing what he's been doing, and I got to show him that respect.
The West sounds really good.
It does. It's going to be some interesting games.
Yeah.
I like, we got Miami over in the East. Don't know which Miami team is going to show up and what they're going to do. You know what I mean? Whiteside, if Embiid play is a wrap.
Yes.
It's a wrap.
Done over.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes. You can see, you can see Markelle Fultz coming into his own. Come on.
Right.
First, the youngest rookie with a triple-double. He beat out Lonzo Ball.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not impressed with Lonzo Ball.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about the triple double. Just for the stat.
That's
NBA history. That's not. That's NBA. He's the youngest player in the NBA
Yeah.
history to get a triple double.
Yeah.
So once again, great things happening for Philly. Philly stand up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Somehow in the mix, Philly is always in there. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening.
And all these people that wanted to fire Brett Brown, like, come on, man. He's a disciple of Popovich. You know, it's like it's a simmer. You know what I mean? This ain't a microwave.
Right.
The pot is on. You gotta. You know how you put the pot on, you put the fire down low so you can walk away, do some things,
do some other
things, come and let it simmer, and that's all it was, man. And because I look on social media and I go on a site and they want to do this to Brett Brown and all these things.
Right.
I'm like, people, y'all just amaze me, man. 1 minute y'all win on, 1 minute y'all, let's get rid of JJ Redick. Now I'm a TJ McConnell guy. I think you got to have those type of guys when the playoffs come. You need all your fouls, man. You need as many you can to go after people, and I think we have everything that we need at every position.
Smartest team on the East Coast and West Coast. What's the smartest team you think is out there?
Smartest team collectively right now, as far as basketball, West Coast. I'm going to say, and I know I'm going to get slashed at, but that's what it is when you come to sports. But smartest team, I would say the Spurs, based on Popovich and what he's done and how he does things.
Okay.
And on the East, I would say Boston. I'm a coach. The head coach escapes me right now. Brad Stevens.
Okay.
I'm a Brad Stevens guy. I think he come over from Butler, and I think that system that he has in place it works for everybody. And that's why he's sustained even with all the turmoil he's went through. Yeah. And I'm not taking anything away from Coach Casey, because Coach Casey's he's a dynamic coach. In my opinion, outside of Brett Brown, he should get Coach of the Year. You know what I mean?
Weakest team.
Weakest team
on Eastern Coast.
In the playoffs?
In
the playoffs. Weakest team. On the East right now, I would say it's either a toss-up between Miami and Washington.
Okay.
Because mentally, some things have happened with these two teams.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is.
Okay.
With Miami, we know Whiteside making the comments,
Yeah.
and that doesn't do well for anybody.
Yeah.
And then in D.C., it's just something going on. They're playing selfish basketball. And I think Coach Brooks has brought that to his attention. So I don't know if it's a John Wall thing, because they didn't kind of back him in some things a couple weeks back. Some stuff was said in the locker room. So I don't know if that's the East. And on the West, you got to say, even though, like I said, they're the smartest team, but the Spurs, because that without Kawhi Leonard, that's a big, big, big hit. And let me see, if I had to pick another team, I would say Portland. Because it's just two players. It's just two players.
Yeah.
So if one of them go off, if Lillard is not on top of his game, if McCollum's not on top of his game, they're done. You know what I mean? You're going to need everything from them every game for them to be able to compete.
Yeah, you need them at 120%.
Yeah.
Both of them at 100, 120%.
So you could toss either one up, and the same thing in the East.
Yeah.
And I would throw Milwaukee in there too, because they've been playing really bad lately, and I
remember the word back in the day, yak.
Yo,
like yak out there, man.
Better than that, my boy Charles Smith from Georgetown used to say, the garbage.
The garbage.
Yo, Joey, garbage. And that's what they've been playing, like garbage.
Yeah, man.
And I know Antetokounmpo hasn't been playing and things of that nature, but still, man, you got to come, because you look at that. You look at the Sixers without Joel Embiid, man. They still sustaining. Even now, some people say, well, they ain't been playing less than 500 teams that playing 500 basketball.
Right.
But yo, man, it's the NBA. You go out there and lace them up every day, and to miss somebody like Joel Embiid, that 25 and 10 plus a game, you know what I mean, that he brings to the table. Yo, get out of here.
Yeah.
To lose that and still sustain what they're doing. I don't care if they're playing the New Jersey Choir team. They still go out and play the way they've been playing.
Right.
They ain't been just beating teams. They've been That game is against Cleveland. Told you what type of team they are right there.
Right.
Told you what type of coach Brett Brown is right there. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the playoffs. Let's go Sixers. The process is over. The moment is here, baby.
Right.
Saturday, we're going to put a beat down. Come on, D-Wade, I don't care. You better bring your wife, Gabby.
Is he going to be a problem? Is D-Wade going to be a problem?
He going to be a problem to them. He better suit up Gabrielle Union or something to distract us because we ain't playing, baby. We not playing. We not playing, Ivan.
I hear you. Houston, better than Golden State or not? Yes or no?
I'm gonna get roasted on this one, but I'm gonna stick with Golden State, man. I'm gonna stick with Golden State. I know I'm gonna get roasted on this one. You got me live or something, Ivan. You put me on the spot. But I mean, I'm not taking away nothing for Houston. I just think though that everything is 3-pointers, and you can't live and die by it. And I still say that Golden State still got Green. You know, and he got some bruises that they still can go inside on you. Where I like Capella, not taking away nothing from Capella, but he's not that type of a threat that the Golden State. And then KD, man, I still think you don't go away from KD. And then, you know, Klay Thompson just always been on the radar all year.
Right.
There's always just been those other guys.
Right.
But Klay Thompson is right there, and if Steph is not ready, you know, that's time for him to get
You think
shots.
Steph's going to be ready?
I'm hoping that he should be. I think they just rested him. I think he just, you know,
he need that rest?
I think he's got hurt, but I think they just used the rest of the season to say, let him rest, and bring him back for the playoffs.
New York Knicks, Mark Jackson, Gundy.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now: if the Knicks don't take Mark Jackson, then what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? Dolan over there, man. This guy has been a joke. I don't like how. I tell you, boy, nepotism is crazy.
What you say is crazy?
When you got that type of money, you can do those things.
You can do anything.
Listen, if I had a cousin or nephew, $10 he mess up, you got to go. He messes tens of millions, and this guy still can stick around, man.
Right.
But I would love to see either Van Gundy or Mark Jackson do it. I mean, they just didn't give Jeff Hornacek the tools, and I just think he was out of his element.
I agree. You know I agree. And it's very important.
Porzingis being there, that's a big hit to him as well.
Yeah.
But they got to go. I think to make everybody happy and to get some to see, because a lot of people don't understand. Mark Jackson started that culture in Golden State.
That's true.
Now they could try to discount it all they want, but Mark Jackson started that culture of having fun. Let's just play basketball.
Yeah.
Because you know that time that he was mic'd up, he made that statement. He said, "Man, I'm jealous.
Right.
I'm jealous. I wish I was out there with y'all because they just out there having fun.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he started that culture out there, and I think he could do the same thing with the Knicks. I think the Knicks have some pieces. But I just think he has to. You just have to have the right person in place to say, yo, let's just have fun playing basketball. And ain't, you know, you trying to force, like Phil trying to force the triangle. They not. Come on, they ain't got.
He said they trying to force the triangle.
And Derek Fisher saying, okay, he was just a yes man at the point in time.
Right.
And then Hornacek was just fell in his lap. Then he tried to change it up and everything. And then, you know, they had Carmelo and a lot of other things. So I think Mark Jackson go over there, change the culture a little bit, and bring in some real players. Because how you don't want to play at the Mecca? How you don't want to play at
Exactly. Do you think a lot of injuries are going to impact like Toronto or Boston this year?
Man, it already has, but my thing is, it's impacted Boston more than it has Toronto.
Agreed.
Toronto's been pretty good.
They got DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah. They're solid with the guys that they have in place. I mean, they're pretty much going into the playoffs pretty healthy. But the NBA, and this is something that I was talking to some guys with last night. I don't understand with all this technology, eating right, vegan, gluten-free, and all. These guys are more hurt than they got sneaks that's got sensors in it.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
They got private jets now. They ain't even, you know what I mean?
They're not even walking.
Right. They don't got chairs that going to beds. They actually got beds on the plane.
Right.
They got their own chefs on the plane. They got everything. I don't see how these guys need a day off.
Yeah.
You're 20-something years old. Like, man, we used to play all day at 20-something years old.
Yeah.
You know, you doing the best of the best. You got social media. You like back in the day when Doc and them, they couldn't see their family. You could talk to your family, talk to your children.
You ain't missing nobody.
Right. It's not like you homesick. You might still be kind of homesick.
Right.
But at least you got 100%. You can visually see them and talk to them. You know, whereas back in the day, all we had was a telephone to talk to them, and you couldn't do it for a long period of time. Not on no airplane.
Not on airplane. Right.
Now you can flip up your whole laptop and see the whole house.
House.
You know, right? Yo, hey girl, go over there, open up the refrigerator. I just want to see what's in the
No,
refrigerator.
you take your phone now and look in your refrigerator. You know what I mean?
Come on. I understand how they hurting all the time.
So right now we're talking about injuries in the sports and NBA. So Washington Wizards, John Wall. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a big injury, and now is the time is when everybody's try to be a genius about when to bring them back, when not to bring them back, and things of that nature. And how much does the player have a say-so in it? You know what I mean? Because you look at Kawhi Leonard's situation, you know what I mean? And he's just been out. Is he really ready to come back? You know what I mean? Whereas, what's the kid from the Minnesota Timberwolves that played for the Chicago the Chicago Bulls. I can't. What's my man?
I can't remember.
The guard. I can't think of his name right now. But he just came back. You know what I mean? And some people said that he shouldn't have came back so soon. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it all depends on, is it the player or, and then if
he said everyone's gluten free.
But this the thing, Ivan. Sometimes I think when you know your team, Jimmy Butler.
Right.
So when you know your team, it's like this is how I always think. They really not really hurt because when they bring them back those last 2 or 3 games, they just say give them some little reps in to get their win back so they can walk into the playoffs being good. You know what I mean?
Well, right. I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
So, sometimes I think that's what they be doing. You know what I mean? And then sometimes I think they really, really out and they hurt. Like a Antetokounmpo that has been hurt over there in Milwaukee, and like John Wall was hurt bad,
right?
But now he's trying to come back because he probably was the quickest guard in the daggone league.
Yeah,
that boy, fast as a mother.
He said he fast as a mother.
Yes, he is, man.
Now I'm going to talk about worst trades.
Worst trades.
Worst trades.
Like this year.
This year.
Oh man.
This
Where do
year.
you want to start? Give me an example. What do you consider a worst trade? Like who got traded? I'm trying to think. Who got that Jimmy Butler? Like the guys going. Some things some guys had to be moved. So I'm trying to think. What was the worst trade? I don't know. What was the worst trade?
The worst trade.
I'll tell you one thing. Let's talk about who got messed over. Isaiah Thomas. Good Lord. Man, what Boston did to him, man, that was just...
it was wrong. It was just wrong.
This boy went from a mega payday to
working at the salary of a McDonald's worker.
Yo,
no
man.
disrespect if you work at McDonald's.
Yeah. But that Gordon Hayward trade was it a trade or did he get... I don't know really what the terminology of who got actually traded and who was at the end of their contracts or free agents and things of that nature.
Right.
But, I think it was a lot of good moves. A lot of people moved to different teams.
Yeah.
But the actual trade, I would have to really kind of go in and do some homework to find out who was actually 100% traded.
Okay.
And who was a free agent and just they were at the end of their contract anyway, so they moved.
Oh man, I ain't messing with you, man. You're legitimately crazy. You're legitimately.
Man.
Oh my God.
I feel bad for Isaiah. I don't feel bad for me. He's still a gazillionaire.
Yeah.
He still got a ton of money.
Right.
But man, he was gonna get a boatload of it.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere, bam, pull that carpet from underneath him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he got bad advice coming back for Cleveland. I think he should have waited and let them just not, because the unknown is always works in your favor when you're the player.
And why you say that?
It just is because you know what I mean? Because, it's almost like, they trying to figure out should they. So now there's a gamble. So now it's like, do we sign them? And it's almost like, look at Joel Embiid. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do we take that chance and give him this ton of money?
Yeah.
Or he's been hurt a lot, so yada, yada, yada. So you got to make a decision. But, you knew that Isaiah was hurt. You knew the hip injury was there. And you knew he was rehabbing. All the reports coming out of it that he was doing good in rehab. Mm-hmm. So just stay there.
Right. Right.
Well, you know what I mean? Until you really, really 100%, just stay there. You came back too soon, and now you could tell because even with the Lakers, he's already hurt and he's out. So it's just a toss up when you're trying to get that one payday to take care of your family,
to take care of the family,
and your kids' kids, and your kids' kids for the rest of your
we
life.
say the kids' kids, and the kids' kids.
Yeah.
All right. So we got it's almost playoff time, right? Mm-hmm. And we got Toronto Raptors versus the Wizards. Mm-hmm. Who you got?
I'm going with the Raptors. I think they should get out of the first round. I just think it's going to stump them if they come up against Cleveland. I think anybody else they can beat besides us. I think we match up well with them, the Sixers.
Right.
I really do. I think they got nobody over there that can deal with Embiid.
I agree.
And then Ben Simmons is a whole nother beast. A lot of people give Covington a lot of grief, but he's probably one of the top 5 defenders in the league.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I like him on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be good, and I'm glad that Markelle is back because I think you're going to need that. Because right now I don't believe that we have that 100% person that can deal with Kyle Lowry.
Right.
He's just a different type. He's
a different machine.
Yeah, he's just kind of different and unique.
Yeah.
But Markelle would match up well with him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Kyle Lowry's experience is going to definitely show that he's going to be better and he's a better player. But I think Markelle can slow him down.
Gotcha.
I give him some different looks, give him some different angles and things, not make it easy for him because that length of Markelle, the athleticism of Markelle, if he's 100%, can play with Kyle a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Kyle is just too strong and he's just too gritty and he's just too daggone smart. You ain't gonna shut him down.
Right. No. You can only hope to contain
him. Yeah, just what I mean? Just confuse him, show him a couple different looks, let the help be there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Send him to some places that he don't want to go, things of that nature. But I think we can get if we matched up with Toronto, I like our chances against them.
Okay. All right. Boston and the Bucks.
I like Boston. I don't know why. I just think the Bucks are just somewhere else. Even with all Boston is dealing with injuries, but they still got the players over there. They still got some serviceable guys.
Okay.
And I like my man, the Morris, one of the twins over there. Both of the twins are in the playoffs on the East Coast. You know what I mean?
So this is what we're going to do. After the game, we're going to do another recap. So you come by every time after the game.
Okay.
And we're going to go from this game from game.
And people can come in and ask questions.
Right.
Whatever y'all can debate me if y'all want.
Yeah.
I'm okay
and that's perfect. I'm with that. I like that. So you're going with the Wizards, right?
No, I like the Raptors.
You like the Raptors,
Right.
And you
I like Boston.
And you like
over
Boston.
Milwaukee. Who
Okay.
else you want? I like Cleveland.
You like
over
Cleveland?
Indiana. And I like my Sixers
over Miami. Okay.
Yeah. You want to go to West Coast?
Let's go West Coast. Who you got?
Who's playing? I like the Rockets. I like
Pacers,
the Rockets.
Pacers and Cavaliers. No.
No, I already took that. I
Oh, you
got
took
Cleveland. Right. We
Hold on,
West
let me
Coast.
jot this down. I want to jot this down.
Look at it. We trying to say just I'll change it.
No, yeah.
Man, you got it on video. You got it on video.
No, I don't trust video.
You got it on video.
Trust video. All right, let's see what we got. You got
I like the Raptors over the Wizards.
Raptors. All right.
Okay. I like Boston over Milwaukee. I like Cleveland over the Pacers. And I like my Sixers over Miami Heat.
Got you. All right. On the West.
I'll take the Rockets over the Timberwolves.
All right.
Who's up next? Golden State. Who the Golden State gonna get? Who they gonna get? Who Golden State got?
Golden State has the Spurs.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be.
But I got Golden State.
You got Golden State, right?
They're gonna be.
You see how you did that?
Yeah. Because they playing good basketball, the Spurs, but at the end they just depleted without Kawhi.
Okay. Trailblazers over the Pelicans.
Oh, I like the Pelicans.
You like the Pelicans?
I like the Pelicans. Yes, I do. I'm going with Anthony Davis and them. I don't know why, but I am.
All right.
And then you got Utah and who? Who Utah got?
We got the Thunder.
I will take Russ and them. I do not know why, but I think they'll pull it together. I think Russ can negate anything they got over there but they got Gobert, but I think it's gonna be a good fight. But I'm gonna go with OKC in the first round.
All right, in the first round.
For right now, it's the first round.
All right. What's your matchup? Who do you think gonna win? Who's gonna win the whole thing?
No, we're gonna do that after.
You don't want me to lock him in.
We're gonna come. Maybe we're gonna come after series.
We're gonna blow his bracket again.
Series. Get out of here.
Yo, all right. This is your main man, Big Ive and Joe. Joe, tell them where they need to do with the Delaware Bluecoats, man.
Man, yes, go 76ers/bluecoats.com and just lock down your tickets right now, please. Just with a $50 deposit, you can lock in your season tickets, man. And we got some great salespeople over there that do some great things. And if you're youth organizations or anything, you want to do halftime performances and bring your programs out, please just you can contact me, Joe Richmond, direct at 302-509-5059 if you want to ask some questions about anything Blue Coat related and appearances and things of that nature. Please, going out The Bluecoats are coming. Please join the revolution.
That's what's happening, my main man. So what it is your main man, Big Ive and Joe, and we are actually about to get out of here. This is our sports wrap-up, so be sure to check us out on detvch.com. This is where this video is actually going next. And look at the other videos below. Any information, any question that you might have, feel free to reach out to both of us. But we'll be back maybe tomorrow if Joe feel like stopping by the basement.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna come back after Saturday games.
You're gonna come back after Saturday games. He'll be back Sunday morning. I'm gonna bring some orange juice, and Joe will bring whatever. Can you do Sunday morning?
No,
you got church.
You got church. Pastor ain't having it. Pastor McKnight.
Pastor will be in the pulpit like
shout
you.
Shout out to Love Kingdom Fellowship. Yes, love you guys over there in Jersey. We in Blackwood, New Jersey right now.
Okay.
Our church is being redone and everything.
Okay.
So we over there. Pastor Warren C. McKnight, Lady McKnight. Love you guys. Mwah. See, Pastor, I'll be there Sunday. Don't listen to Ivy.
Don't listen to me, Pastor. Don't listen to me. But yeah, we're gonna do our wrap up. We out of here. We'll see you on the other side.